and I stall, pause, my eyes crawl to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal shaded lens, focus reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and rating and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise.
Hey, hello everybody. You like that blank screen, right?
Hey!
Gotta love a blank screen. I like blank
Yeah,
screens.
buffering, right?
Yeah, I don't have to see you. I mean,
All you got to do is turn to your right, buddy. Today,
what is wrong with you today? You have been on.
I barely even did anything.
This is our 515th show, and this is what we got to deal with.
I mean, it gets better as you go along, right? The more I'm in it, the better it is.
Yeah, that was my thought exactly.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Wasn't that y'all's thoughts?
Yeah, it sure was.
Really, Nathan?
Feel free to message and tell us that.
By the way, you can go to YouTube. Remember, if you're on Facebook trying to message us, we cannot see it. So you have to go to YouTube for us to be able to see it. So, you know, we're all set up. And last night we had a good crew. We had a good crew last night, people, on the show after the storm. I didn't think we'd get that many because
I can't hear you.
Huh?
I can hear you, but I can't hear you in here.
Oh, I don't know what happened. We'll figure it out later. But anyway, on the show last night, it was kind of funny because this is one person come on and rant. And guys, of course, we're talking about the Thunder game last night, so we might as well jump into the Thunder score last night. The Thunder lost to Golden State, 109-116. And the crazy part is, Nathan, like last night we were looking at it, the Thunder have lost 5 games to the 8th and 11th, 10th seeds. We've lost 9 games.
3 games to Dallas, 2 games to Golden State. Yep.
So I'm not sure exactly how to take that, but that says a lot. Golden State, 13 of 38, 49% from the field, 47 rebounds to our 50. We shot 40.4%, which was
awful.
9 for 39, which is terrible from threes.
Awful.
44%, 44 pips points in the paint. We had 48. We had 14 turnovers. They only had 15.
Yeah, we had
no Draymond Green last night either.
we only had 1 turnover in the first quarter. So, you know, what is that? 13 in the last 3.
13 in the last 3 quarters. Mm-hmm. Which is unlike us.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's not horrible, but that's not normal.
48-21. And
Yeah.
like
Isaiah Joe was 18 of that?
yeah, and the thing with Isaiah Joe is, and I saw this stat last night, Isaiah Joe is shooting 50%
In January.
in January, which we got to have.
Yeah, got it.
But that being said, we're 3 out of our last 6. We're 3-3 in the last 6 games, which is okay because if you're gonna go through a rough patch, now's the time to do it.
We just kept. I mean, man, last night. I mean, thankfully Kaysen came back, but my goodness, man. I mean, between Caruso going out and Wallace going out for a little bit, and then him not playing the right players. I mean, that lineup in the second quarter when Jang was in there.
You had Jang, you had iHeart, you had Isaiah Joe, you had
J-Dub,
and you had
who was the other guy on the floor? Was it Wiggins?
it was Wiggins, who was 2 for his last 21 or 22 from 3.
And Kaysen airballed 2 threes last night.
Airball. Not even close.
I mean, my goodness.
You know, but this is my thing. SGA had 28 in the first quarter.
20 the first half, you mean? No, he had 31 in the first half. He had 20
28
and
in the first
21.
quarter.
No, he had 21. 21 in the first quarter.
It was 21?
21, yeah.
Anyway, he's rolling. He's rolling. You sure it was only 21?
21 in the first quarter.
Okay.
He had 31 and a half.
Anyway, so he's rolling, and then he sits for 7 minutes.
7 minutes. I look up.
Here's the crucial part. It was 38. It was 43-31 with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go. It was a timeout, and he leaves SGA on the bench, and he brings in Joe because what he did was Steve Kerr and what's that guy? Jason Kidd. What they're doing is they're realizing, everybody else realizes, he sits SGA for 7 minutes in the second quarter. and then they will put in their starters. So
they get a
from
good
that
3 or 4
point-
minutes.
From that point, and he ends up sticking SGA in, and the score was 43-37.
Yeah, because it
And
was right after
5
that
minutes and
timeout where they
30
hit
seconds.
consecutive
Yes,
threes.
and they came back. Okay, but from that point, when they called timeout, and he didn't sub him in with the 6 minutes and whatever minute mark, they outscored us 85-66.
Wow. Gosh.
From that 2 minute when he didn't put him in, because you could tell the flow of the game was changing. You could feel it. And that's my problem with him. He doesn't understand flow of the game, and he doesn't understand lineups, and he's a minutes manager. And because he's managing minutes, that 7 minutes that Jang played last night killed us.
Yeah, did you see that where iHeart hit him perfectly in the middle of the lane? There's nobody around him, and he turns around, looks, I better pass it, and he passes as a turnover.
Yeah.
And it's like, take the shot. I mean, I don't want you shooting, but take the shot.
The whole thing is, I saw something on the Herd today when it was talking about Callan Carr. He goes, what the Chiefs and the Eagles do immediately, when they realize they drafted somebody and it's a mistake, they get rid of you.
Get rid of him.
The Thunder are trying to hold on to who? Remember the same thing they did with Baisley.
Yeah, but they're trying to hold on to Jang because
When he gave up 3 first-round
yeah,
picks.
gave up their 3 first-round picks for him.
3 first-round picks for him. And it's a loss. Just let it go. Like with Baisley, let's let it go.
He's not even in the NBA anymore, is he?
I don't think he is.
I know.
But my thing is that you got to let it go. But because he's playing people, and I've said this over and over and over and over and over, possessions matter. And in the playoffs, you have 5 left possessions, minimum a game. So you can't afford to play somebody who doesn't need to be on the court and give away 2 to 3 possessions. And last night, by him not putting that shit in when he felt the flow of the game because he's managing his minutes, killed us. And I don't care what team you are in the NBA, if you're rolling and you get on a roll, it doesn't matter who you're playing.
Well, and he's got Jang on the floor and Kendrick Williams sitting on the bench.
Yes. They played basically the same. I think Kendrick Williams played 9 and he played, well, here you go. Let's pull it up.
I mean, what was that? I mean, thank goodness Dylan Jones didn't step off the bench last night. My goodness.
I was right. Well, see, my thing is this, like I said on the show last night, Nathan, why wouldn't you go ahead, pull that shit in there, blow them out in the first, second quarter, which you had them on the ropes.
Yeah, they're up by 15.
Blow them out. Then in the third quarter, SJ does his thing. And then he plays, because like I was trying to explain to somebody last night, if you play 12 minutes the first quarter, 12 minutes the third quarter, that's 24 minutes. And then if you play 7 minutes in the second quarter,
Or 8.
or 8, whatever, okay, that's 21 minutes, 22 minutes max. Or 20 minutes, sorry, wait.
No, that's
7,
24 and 8 's 32.
32 minutes. He don't play the fourth quarter.
Because they're up by 30.
He don't play the fourth quarter. But instead, by you doing that, he still played 39 minutes last night. Let me pull it up so you can see what I'm saying. He played 39 minutes last night. Here's the stats. Look at what J-Dub. He was minus 18, plus minus. But he had 29.
Yeah, because he was the only source of offense for like 10 minutes in the game.
Well, like at the end, when he knocked down that 3, they came back and shot again. He shot 3 times in a row. Then he tried to come back. He shot the 4th time in a row, missed. And then he had the ball again. And SJ goes, no, give me the ball. You've had your shots. Let me get the ball. Stop. This is not you trying to, you can see him trying to take the game over and trying to be the man. You're not the man. And SJ put a halt to that last night. And I get what they're saying. Like, to me, is J-Dub one of the top 24 players in the NBA? Absolutely not.
Not even close.
But does he deserve to be on the All-Star team? Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. We have the best. We're tied for the best record in the league.
Yeah.
No, he deserves to be one. No, we don't. We need more than one player. We have the best record in the league. You deserve more than one player.
Okay.
And look at Cleveland.
Put iHeart on there then.
J-Dub's our second best player.
Put Dort on there.
Come on now, be realistic.
I'm being
You're
realistic.
funny. You're being funny.
He's not an all-star. He's not an all-star.
No, what I'm saying is he's going to be on the, because Dagnott, if he
Well, yeah, I
does-
know
if
he's
he-
gonna
if
be.
he's- if, like tonight, the reserves come out.
I know he's going to be on
Yeah,
there.
he's going to be on there.
I agree with you. Should he be on there? No, he shouldn't.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. He's not an all-star. I don't care if you deserve anything. You're not an all-star. It's like a participation trophy.
I'm not a fan of participation trophy.
So what's the difference? The team deserves to have 2 people. You're the second best, we guess, that's not hurt. So we'll go ahead and put you on there.
My thing is this. Like I said, is he one of the top 24 players? No.
So in that criteria, which I think is the only thing that matters,
Should be, yes.
he shouldn't be on there. Just saying. I mean, it doesn't.
Nathan, I know.
There's no
but-
black and white. This is black and white,
okay.
man.
Okay, like last year, Karl Anthony Towns didn't deserve to be on there.
Karl Anthony Towns is a better
No,
player than
but
Jalen
I
Williams.
just said it, but he didn't not deserve to be on there last year. What's his name deserved to be on? Sabonis.
It's about, oh, yeah, for sure.
But he wasn't on there because the coach picked who? Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, but Karl Anthony Towns is way better than Jalen Williams.
But not better than Sabonis.
No, he's not.
Sabonis should have been on there
I
last year.
agree.
So what I'm saying is the coach's pick and Dagnall is the coach.
Uh-huh.
Who is he going to pick?
Oh, he's going to pick Jalen Williams.
He's going to pick Jalen Williams.
Yeah. If he had 2 picks, he'd probably put Chet on there injured.
Well, well, Chet hopefully will come back. But anyway, here's the box score. This is what I'm saying. J-Dub, he had a decent game from the stats.
21 free throws. Holy crap.
Talking about SGA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And he missed 3.
That's what killed us right there. 2 for 10.
2 for 10. You got to say who it is.
It's iHeart. He was shooting
No,
2 for
we know
yeah,
that,
Yeah,
but you gotta say
yeah,
who it
iHeart shot 2 for 10. He missed some bunnies, man. You got to hit those. He normally does too. And 18 rebounds. I mean, you got it. That's awesome. But he's got to be better than 2 for 10.
He's an absolute monster. We're so lucky to have him.
Agreed. Hey, here's what I'd want to know, and I bet you it's not very many, if any. How many times SGA scores 40 and we lose? I bet you it's not many. I mean, that's the first time I've seen him score like that and they lose.
But the thing is, the game got out of hand, and he sat for so long, and then he went 3 for 10 in that second half.
Yep.
And I just don't like when he is being passive, trying to pass the ball. Like one time, he had just scored 2 times in a row, and he jumps up he's in the middle of the lane, he passed the ball out, got stolen. He shakes his head like, yeah, what are you doing? Why are you at point blank? You're trying to throw out and shoot a 3, and you're at point blank range. What is the opportunity for Lou Dort to make a shot, or who was it? Wiggins. Wiggins is 2 for his last 21. I know you're trying to show him that, you want him to win. But come on, man.
Well, Golden State didn't play well last night.
No, they didn't.
They didn't play well at all.
And remember, they were shorthanded.
Yeah. Didn't have Draymond. I forget who else was out, but they did have
I
somebody
think it
else.
was Kuminga wasn't there either, did he?
Yeah, Kuminga wasn't there either. That's right. So, I don't know, man. I mean, these last 15 games, I don't know, 10 games, we've been kind of exposed a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
But here's what we're talking about. Jang, 7 minutes, Kendrick Williams 9.
yeah, it says it all right there.
I mean, why? My thing is this: why is Jang playing? Now he does great in the G League. Okay, that's G League.
I'm just sitting here adding up some stuff. I'm not ignoring you. So the other starters outside of J-Dub and SGA were 5 for 18. Is that right?
Yep.
5. No, it's 5 for 23.
5 for 23, and then from 3, the starters were 2 for
0 for 8 outside of SGA and J-Dub. 0 for 8. That's horrible.
yeah.
Outside of Isaiah Joe, the bench was 0 for 9.
We got outscored 48-21 bench.
And Isaiah Joe had how many points? 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
But
bench.
once again, he's been scoring.
Yeah, no, I have no arguments. Dude, I mean, he'll have some 2 for 10 games. He'll have some 3 for 11 games, but more than likely, he usually hits at least a couple shots.
Right.
And these guys.
But the problem is defensively, he's a liability.
He is.
If he's not making shots, you can't have him on the floor.
I agree, but when you have all 4 of the other guys that can't be on the floor either, that kind of, that's kind of.
Yeah, but who would you not have on the floor if you're not going to have him?
Well, in our current lineup, nobody.
Also, Caruso going down killed us.
That's because of defense, man. Defense was not very good last night.
Who's? Anybody's.
Anybody's. Kaysen was good at the beginning, and he kind of maybe he got hurt a little bit and he a little
Yeah,
hobbled.
but when you look at Caruso, he didn't play. He played.
He
but
played and he twisted his ankle in the
yeah,
first 30
he did.
seconds.
Yeah.
So Wiggins didn't play very good defense last night. Jay Will didn't play. I mean, Jay Will actually did get in there and battle a little bit, but the defense, defense was awful last night.
I don't think we looked very good last night.
Wide open threes. That's when you know we're playing bad defense, when we're giving up wide open threes.
It's very frustrating when you look at this team because I was talking to a guy Saturday. And we were talking about these exact lineups, in our stats. And it's Friday night. He goes, Matt, the Thunder are not going to make it to the conference finals. No way.
It depends on if they're healthy.
And I said the same thing. And he goes, the coaches' lineups, and this, his first time he and I talked, he didn't even know we had a show. Mm-hmm. And he goes, Matt, he doesn't understand flow of the game, and his lineups are going to kill us. This is a guy I just met him on Friday.
I don't
Never heard my show, never heard me talk about anything. Those were his words to me.
I mean, I can't disagree.
But with me, James, 7 minutes, look at his stat line.
Was he 0 for 0 for 0 for 0 for, and 2 rebounds and
1 assist.
And 1 assist. Yeah, no, I mean, he's
One
me
turnover.
and you scored as many points as he did.
1 turnover. And I like him. You know what I'm saying?
Did you know what they hammered home last night?
What?
On the national broadcast? You watched it. Same thing you've been saying. Plus 17 with SGA on the floor.
And -3 with him on the floor. With him off. Mm-hmm. And last night, okay, we're 2-2 in our last 4 games. We have the Kings on Friday or Saturday.
I mean,
Saturday.
That's
Then we have the Bucks Monday, the Suns Wednesday.
that we
Raptors
could go
Friday.
0-3 there, dude.
Then you got the Grizzlies Sunday. I mean, dude, that's not easy.
I mean, you're looking at maybe 2-6 or 2-4,
Easily.
and then look out, the Rockets are right there. By the way, they've won 4 or
after-
5 in a row.
Yep. And we'll take a break and we'll come back and we'll look at what the Rocket stats and where we are for everything here in just a second. We're going to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. SRB, if you have needs for engineering, surveying, and planning, hit our guys up over at SRB. They love to be behind the scenes. They can take care of you. And then, of course, if you have a water plant in your city or county, hey, hit those guys up there, take care of you, because as Nathan and I have always said, who the hell doesn't like clean drinking water? And then, of course, Oak Grove Trucking, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit our guy Jose up. He'll take care of you. I know he's looking to add in a new truck now because he's getting pretty busy. And then, of course, YNB, where we currently are, family owned and operated since 1912.
Bank that makes things happen.
Yes, they're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area, or in Oklahoma, period. Mm-hmm. In fact, we're going to be, when it warms up, we're going to be making trips. We're going to go, and we've got a trip planned to Tulsa to go to the Greenwood Museum.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And because if you've ever been in there, it's
I never have. I've been meaning to go. I just
well,
haven't got up
I've
there
been
yet.
twice, and there's this one area that I will never go in again. It is just too painful for me to go in that area. I've been in twice. It's just I can't do it.
Well, and I've said many times that I obviously have no idea how that feels.
Yeah, it's
So-
bad. It's bad. It's a horrible feeling. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into one of their 5 locations. The main bank at 401 Elm, which is where we are. 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, just south of I-40, right in front of the hospital. You can't miss it. Right across from Randy, one of his favorite places, Louis. Now, I knew that Louis is the only one that has steak.
Is it really? I didn't know
That's the
that.
only one that has steaks, because you know why?
Because Randy pays him to have steaks?
Well, he eats steaks, and so they have sirloins for him.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'll have to go in there and order the Randy special.
I don't know if they have it for you.
Oh, I'd order the Randy special.
Oh, luckily. Good luck with that. And then, of course, YB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. Don't say a word.
Okay.
And, of course, Elm Grove Clothing and our guy, Jonathan Beaky Triplett. And, in fact, have you seen Big Perk?
Yeah.
All those, everything he's wearing
Yeah.
comes from him.
That's awesome.
And Perk looks a lot better.
Yeah, he does.
He's dressing a lot better. But Jonathan Binky was mad. He said, man, he's wearing that same leisure suit like 3 times, man. Go get it. I said, well, just have him order another one. He goes, well, he's ordered 9 pieces
God.
that he's got coming in. But I said, well, because what he did is he got him a couple pieces. And then anyway, you can contact Jonathan at 405-332-8787. What ended up happening was he got him those first couple suits because he was like, his agent's like, well, we don't know. He goes, I'll tell you what. Now, I'll give you your first couple suits. Then after that, if you want them, then this is what you pay. The
Okay.
guy's like, okay, fine, which is,
Free advertising.
yeah, free advertising. Well, also, if you like it, then you go order
Word
more.
of mouth, man.
So
Yeah.
then he got those 2, and he's like, oh, yeah, we got nothing but compliments. So he ordered 9 more.
That's awesome.
It's like, yeah. But the problem is it takes,
Takes a while.
you can't just get it. It takes about 3 weeks to get a suit.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Yeah, so he ordered 9 of them.
So he's got 27 weeks worth of
Yeah, so he's
worth of
laughing.
work.
Yeah, he's laughing. He goes, well, that's fine, but, it's going to take us a little bit. So, but anyway, I'm proud of Jonathan and what he's doing over there.
Did you get yours, by the way, your leisure?
No, I've not got my leisure suit yet. In fact, I'm going to.
Is it blue? I'm just asking.
I'm not going to tell you.
Is it
By
white?
the way, he's going to come. We're going to be going to.
We need to go where I know he doesn't have a shop, but we need to go.
He's going to come into cutting up. I'm going to be up there tomorrow. But I know you're going to be the cutting. I told him, so next time we go somewhere.
Man, I wish I would. Gosh, darn it,
We got to come here. Is there a women-owned business in Yukon that we can promote?
I'm sure I can find one. I'm sure that, there's lots of them. I just can't think of one right off the top of my head, but I can for sure get one.
If we can find a women-owned business, that way we can come here, he can come here, and we can see that. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm just proud of what he's doing. But I've got this big event that Jennifer and I are going to on the 22nd. And so I didn't even know that. And it's a Catholic charities thing. And I'm not Catholic, but I got invited to it. And they go, oh, yeah, Matt, we would love for you to come. We have 2 tickets for you. So
Okay.
and this is a person that's high up in the Catholic charities. So
You going to say no? Can't say no.
I'm not Catholic. I go, I'm not Catholic. He goes, we have 2 tickets for you. Yes, sir.
My question is, do me a favor. If you walk in and the walls start smoking, you probably better leave. Just saying.
Why would I do that?
I
don't know enough about Catholics. Why would the walls be smoke? Why would the walls be smoke?
You say you just walk into the church, it starts on fire.
Oh,
It's probably not a good place for you to be. I'm just
For
saying.
me?
That's what.
Wow.
Just saying.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm hashtag just saying I don't believe that. Okay.
I mean, I didn't say it was going to happen. I just said if it did, you might want to turn around and walk out. Because you don't want to, you don't want to be the guy that burns the church down, man.
I don't even know what to say to you. Here are the standings right now, Nathan.
5 back, man. That's it. 5 back. We were 8. Were we 8 up
Yep.
a couple weeks ago?
Yep.
Week ago?
Yeah.
Here, put those back. I was say, here's the thing. If we fall out of the top 3, that's a horrible collapse, don't you think? We're 10 games out of 4th. Still.
Okay. We're above the Rockets. We play the Grizzlies and the Rockets. We don't play the Nuggets for a while.
Back to back in April.
Yeah, but that's a long way from now. Mm-hmm. So 5 games is a lot to make up.
They made up 3 in like a week and a half.
Yeah, but their winners are 4 in a row. And remember, we go on streak. We haven't lost. We've lost 2 in a row once.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm just saying, man.
Well, it's like last night when they were trying to talk about, well, Dagnall, Coach of the Year. There's now been back-to-back Coaches of the Year. He's not
Dude,
even.
he ain't winning Coach of the Year.
No, he's not even in the running for Coach of the Year. Nobody's even mentioning his name. They did
Atkinson's
last night.
going to win Coach of the Year.
Yeah, 100%. Cleveland. Yeah, but what I'm saying is nobody's mentioning his name.
Udoka might win.
Udoka.
Yeah, he's.
But what I was thinking is last night, nobody's mentioning his name. So why are you even bringing that up other than the fact that they are where they are? But, when you look at this, when you look at where we are, Nathan, it could get out of hand quick.
What's the total games are 46, is that right?
We're at
We have
46.
38 games left.
38 games left.
You want to know something funny? So 38 games left. We go 20-18, right?
Yeah.
Rest of the way, we still have as many wins as we did last year.
57.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want to go 20-18, but I mean, if you hit 60 wins, man, that's a good season.
We need to do 60 wins. We gotta win what?
23 and 14.
23 and 14 to get 60.
Is that 30? I'm sorry, 23 and 13.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's doable.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying it's doable.
yeah. That's only 10 games over 500.
But I was talking to this guy last night when he's talking about now being SGA centric.
Oh, God.
And I was trying to explain to him, and then I ended up, I kind of went off on him a little bit hard. And then he was like, oh, man, I didn't think about it that way. I kind of got a little harsh on him, Nathan. And I was like, listen, I understand what you're trying to say, but it's SGA and the others.
That's right.
And I said.
He's even said that.
Yes. And I said, well, yeah, I said what it is when SGA is rolling, then nobody's trying to make plays. They're just playing within what they're capable of doing. If they're trying to make plays, which Dort did last night, got his shot blocked, and then somebody else did. Isaiah Joe threw a pass away. When they're trying to make plays, Isaiah Joe, I don't want you to do anything but shoot a three. I don't want you doing anything else. I want you to do anything else. Dort, I want you playing defense and shooting threes. I don't want you trying to go to the basket and trying to take people off the dribble. I don't want none of that. I don't want you trying to create at all. I want you to cut to the basket, somebody hit you and make a layup or rebound, but I don't want you trying to make any plays with the ball in your hands. And I try to say that's what I explained to him last night. When the Thunder try that, that's when we get in trouble.
We had, 8 points in the first 8 minutes of the second quarter and 6 points of the first 6 minutes in the third quarter? Something like that? Maybe the first 5 minutes? I don't know.
Well, it's like this. My problem with SJ is
he's too passive sometimes.
When he starts scoring and he gets in a groove, he stops himself
and starts trying to pass the
ball.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, like he had 52. I thought he was probably, if I had to rate him last night, B-.
Something like that.
C+, B-, or B at highest. That's where I would give him. The game before when he had 54, A+.
For sure.
When we lost to the Mavericks, C.
Yeah, he's turning the ball over like crazy. What do you have, 6 turnovers?
Yeah, but I'm saying he wasn't even, because he was trying to let everybody else play. Because he had 9 shots at half or 10 shots or something stupid. He wasn't even trying to be aggressive. And that's the problem I have. And I think that because he had scored 54 and shot 35 times, I think he was told not to do that. That we're a team, include his teammates. I think that's what happened.
Well, and that's stupid. I'm just saying.
But I'm saying.
I have a good comparison. Think about, I bet you the Rockets would love to have SGA right now.
Yeah, but you understand, though, what you're saying is it's the coach.
It is. Think how good the Rockets, take Jalen Green and SGA.
Switch them?
Switch them.
The Thunder would be.
They'd be horrible.
500 at the best.
At the best.
Yeah.
So, and the Rockets probably win a title.
They'd be real close to it with what they got.
I mean,
I can tell you, Udoka he'd be playing that shit.
They got good pieces, man.
He would not be sitting for 7 minutes.
As much as I don't like that team, they got good pieces.
Well, remember I told you at the beginning of the year, watch out for them. But like I was saying, before last year's, when that guy from the Athletic interviewed us, interviewed Dagnall and SGA, he said at the end he's not sure if Dagnall knows how to coach a superstar. And after watching him for these last 2 years, he has no clue how to do that. He believes, and the Thunder believe in team. They want a team. They don't want an individual. They don't want that. They want a team concept because of what Russell Westbrook did. But like I said, that's your fault because you're the ones that picked him over Kevin Durant. And then you lost Ibaka. First of all, you lost Harden. Then you lost Scotty Brooks. Then you lost KD. Then you lost Ibaka.
Yep.
That's what happened.
And didn't get much for him.
You didn't get anything for him, and that's what happened. So it hurt you guys. And so when I look at it and I talk about, what the Thunder did, and when Russell Westbrook, he was telling them, "Oh, we're spending the night here."
Oh, dude.
And they were supposed to leave that night. He goes, "No, we're staying extra night. We're leaving." So he ran the team.
He ran the team.
A
lot of people don't know that.
He ran the team.
Yeah, he did.
But that's pressing them for picking.
They ate where he wanted to eat. They stayed where he wanted to stay.
That's correct.
I mean,
he ran them because they put a person who had never had that much power with power. And he used it when they could get rid of him, they were so happy to get rid of him. 100%.
Absolutely.
And so, but my problem is you picked him over Harden and you picked him over, and I believe to this day, had Harden not faded away against Miami in the finals, because remember, people forget, the only reason why we made it to the finals because James Harden killed San Antonio. Mm-hmm. He was ridiculous in San Antonio series.
Yep.
And we get to the finals and he disappears, and we know that's James Harden. He disappears in the playoffs.
Well, and let's not forget, Brooks' lineups were awful in that series. You got Kendrick Perkins playing however many minutes he was playing. Well, I like Kendrick, but he didn't need to be on the floor in that series.
No, because Thompson was killing him. Because he wasn't quick enough. But what had happened is he got stuck in his ways of how he coached, kind of like what Dagnall does with coach playing 10, 11 guys.
He's the exact opposite, but the same.
The same, yes. Their coaching
styles are different.
Similar but different.
Yes.
They're different in how they go about it.
They do the exact same thing all the time.
Yes.
They just do different things.
Yes. Bad things.
Bad things, that's right.
But they do have the same problem in lineups. But Scotty Brooks knew when the flow of the game was changing, here comes Kevin Durant. Mm-hmm. When the flow of the game comes in Oklahoma City, here comes Dort, here comes Kaysen. And then once it gets out of hand, 2 minutes later, SJ, come save us.
Yeah.
Well, you set him, the boy's rolling, and you sit him for 7 minutes. And J-Dub never sits more than 2 minutes before putting him back in the game unless
The only reason he didn't have more minutes last night because he had foul trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, he had 3 fouls, and that's another thing I don't understand. He had 3 fouls in the second quarter.
Second quarter.
And then he takes him out for like 2 minutes
and
puts him right back in.
Yeah.
And then he gets a stupid foul right at the beginning of the second half. Like, what are you doing?
It's Dagno. They're preparing J-Dub because he really believes.
You can prepare him all you want.
Well, he believes
he
that
ain't him.
He has more upside than SGA.
He ain't him.
He's not. He's never going to be.
He never will be.
But I like him.
I didn't say that.
I know. I'm just saying I like him, but you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to do it. But let's say this. They're going to reevaluate Chet in 2.5 weeks.
They said last night 2 to 3 weeks, I think.
Okay, so he'll be evaluated after the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Which is what we thought.
2 weeks from now. Mm-hmm.
He'd come back sometime after the All-Star game, maybe the last week of February, which is 4 weeks from now, 5 weeks from now.
Yeah. Makes me a little nervous.
Why? That gives us.
I know it still gives us, but originally it was All-Star break. And now
No, it was always after All-Star break.
Well, it was reevaluated. Doesn't mean coming back.
Right.
Reevaluated.
Well, he's looking good. He's walking. And he is 21. So your body is going to respond quicker, heal better, doesn't it?
I mean, I hope so.
I mean, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, I would hope so, for sure. If you're 21, yeah, absolutely. But, yeah, I just don't – man, I'm cautiously optimistic, okay?
So you believe, like the friends of mine that's orthopedic saying we were at Flips. I'm just giving all these people all these quick – and I was talking to this orthopedic. There's a couple of them, and they don't believe he's coming back.
I mean, they're doctors, man.
They say with that injury, the chances are very slim that he's going to come back.
I mean, I hope they're wrong.
And my deal is this. By the All-Star break, by the trade deadline, which is a week from now,
we're going to know.
You're going to know if the Thunder, like Stephen A. Smith said, is Sam Presti really trying to win the chip, or is he just trying to be a perennial playoff guy?
Well, and it'll also, I mean, to me, if he knows that Chet's not coming back, he's not going to make a seismic trade.
No.
Right? So, I mean, that'll tell you right there, you think.
Yeah, but my problem is then you've wasted this year. You wasted a first place seed last year.
But they're not going to win without him. I mean, do you think? I don't think they would.
But what I'm saying is Cam Johnson, we can win without him if you get Cam.
I agree.
Because what Cam does, it gives you a minimum of 16, 18 off the bench, or a guy can go get you 30.
Well, and not to mention the fact that he's signed up for another 2 years after this year.
Yes.
So it just puts you in a better position next year.
Right. But do you give up Topic for him? Now, I did get talked into giving up the the first round pick for the Sixers, which would be 8. Because even though this is a deep draft.
Yeah, you get Cam Johnson. I'm good with that.
My thing was this, like I said, even if I had to reevaluate my thought process, this is one of the deepest drafts that there is. Mm-hmm. And my mind says, okay, Cam gives us a chance to win a chip. If we're going to win one, this would be the time. We're gelling. We're one piece away.
Well, Boston's good, but they're not as dominant this year as they were last year.
So and Cleveland has given us issues, but we can still beat them.
And the West is kind of ho-hum. There are a lot of good teams, no great teams.
But the problem is you got to beat somebody 4 times.
Well, they got to beat us 4 times too. So
we can be beat 4 times because of his lineups and his
decision-making. Well, if you make a trade, if you make a trade, then yes, you can, but it's a lot tougher.
Well, the thing is this: when we get AJ back for the playoffs, which we will, that's going to help us significantly because the second unit now will have a ball handler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've missed him.
We've missed him.
We've missed him and Caruso.
And you get Caruso back. Even if you get Cam Johnson, you get Caruso, you get everybody. And you don't have Chet. You're still the chances of you winning are 60%.
I mean, if he's not back by March 10th, he's not playing.
Right.
You good with that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Middle of March, he's not playing. By the end of February, there's going to be a definitive answer on if he's coming back or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
and if he comes back after March 10th, we only have 15 games?
15 games, something like that. 16 games in March and 7 or 8 in April, I think.
Yeah. So, but there's only been 15 games left in the season. Is that going to be enough for him to come and get everybody? I mean.
No, they need an off season. him and Iheart need an off
to
season.
play together.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's going to work because remember, the first game when they played together.
They've never played together.
No, first game of the year in preseason.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
SGA and Dort didn't play.
I remember that.
Okay.
I was still like, what the
What are
world's
you
he
doing?
doing?
And you have the chance for your whole team, but now no one knew that Chet was going to be hurt. Let's face it.
No, I mean,
if you thought
you
Chet
didn't, but it's 50-50, right? You got a whole
yeah,
season
but
of being missed.
nobody thought Chet was not going to play. Come on.
No, there's always that chance.
Yeah, but you didn't think Chet wasn't going to play.
No,
Nobody thought Chet was going to miss. Okay, his whole rookie year, plays the whole year, all 82 games last year, which you were right now was rule. And then then this year he's played 9 games,
something like that. Yeah, 9, 10
8 games.
something 9, 10, something like that. But I don't know, man. I just hope it's not a Sam Bowie situation.
No. But, the thing is this, when he drafted him, my first words were, I hope this is not Porzingis. Now, Porzingis ended up being better.
Yeah,
When
he
came
grew out of it.
His first year, he was ridiculous in New York. Second year, he gets hurt. Third year, he gets hurt. Fourth, and then last year he got hurt. Came back for the playoffs. This year he was hurt a little bit, so he's just going to be a perennial hurt guy for some periods of time.
You just hope he's there when you need him.
You hope he's there when you need it. Like Porzingis got back last year right for the playoffs, and he made the difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if we do get Chet back right for the playoffs, he's going to make a difference. But we need that extra guy. So the question is, what is Sam Presti willing to give up? And like I said, to me, here's my thing about draft picks. We're loaded. If you draft, is there a 6'9" Cam Johnson out there? Yes, okay, you might be able to find one.
Yeah, but he's not going to be Cam
a
Johnson for 2 or 3 or 4
right,
years.
So you're waste, which is what Stephen A. Smith said about Presti. Are you going to waste what you have again? You threw it away because remember, this is the difference between me with Sam Presti this time and last time. Last time he didn't draft anything to support what he had. This time he's drafted really well to support what he's had.
Yeah.
His core.
And he's drafted well.
That's what I'm
Drafted
saying,
really
this
well.
time.
Yeah.
Not the first time.
But not necessarily just drafting support players. He's drafted some pretty good players.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, once you get SGA, you had SGA and Dort and Chet and J-Dub.
And Josh.
Then you had Josh first. Then you drafted Kaysen. Then you drafted AJ, and AJ was a great pick for what was out there. He far exceeded the expectations.
And drafted Wiggins. Wiggins was.
No, we traded for Wiggins. We traded for Wiggins.
No, we drafted Wiggins.
No, because I looked on the deal.
How much you want to bet?
No, because somebody sent me a deal. The 3 free agents that Oklahoma City has gotten is Iheart, Wiggins, and Isaiah Joe.
How much you want to put on it?
No, I'm just saying. That was just brought up the other day.
How much you want to put
I'm
on
not
it?
going to put anything on. I just said it.
Number 55 pick from Maryland, I promise you.
I'm just saying that the free agents, they said that Oklahoma City has picked up.
That's not right.
So that means we cut him and picked him back up because it said the 3 free agents were Wiggins. Because my thought was, I thought we drafted Wiggins.
We did. Same draft we got Josh in.
Because it said on the
I'm sorry,
internet.
J-Dub. Same. It was.
It was Josh.
It was the same draft we got.
Paisley?
No, it was with Josh. He was drafted 55 overall, and I think we drafted JRE, and we drafted Josh, and then we had 4 picks, and then Trey Mann that year. Uh-oh, who's that? Uh-oh, he's here. Why does he walk around the camera?
Hey, question. Did we draft Wiggins or was he a free agent? He says he was drafted. I saw something that said
Number 55.
he was
We drafted Wiggins.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Last night they said our free agents were Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, which I know because we got him from Philly, and Iheart. Those are the free agents that we added. And I'm like, I thought we did that, but I thought we drafted him.
I'm looking right now. I know. I already know.
What was your take about last night? What was your thought process?
Winners told them too much
Oh.
how to attack us. So.
By the way, he didn't get on the court last night. What happened?
Well, he was coaching.
So he's coaching the Olympic coach. He's teaching him how to. Yeah, okay. That's what you're going with. Okay.
I did hear a good saying today.
What's that?
Or a good thought about it. Thunder will trade for either one of a couple people. It's not that they need him now, one of those guys, but who do they need in the playoffs? Because it's a whole different style.
That's true. We need somebody in the playoffs. That's true.
That Cam Johnson or whatever, that's be better for the
Playoffs,
than
yes.
the regular season. They said Boston, they got a team for the playoffs, not for the regular
Regular
season.
season. That's what I was saying. To get beat 4 times, we can beat 4 times. Because I was saying, just tell me what it says.
It says exactly what I just told you.
Okay.
Number 55 overall in 2021.
Okay, so they were wrong. Cool. That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty smart about that stuff.
Or were they talking about the Wiggins that went to Golden State?
No, they were talking about Thunder because they were talking about free agents. Who can the Thunder get? Is how free agents don't come to Oklahoma City. And they were like, but Oklahoma City has picked up free agents, and it was Isaiah Hartenstein, Isaiah Joe, and Wiggins. And I was like, I thought we drafted Wiggins, but
We did.
But anyway, so my thing is this, Randy. How do you feel about us drafting these guys? What do you want to do? Do you want to stay pat and draft some guy, keep everything fine, not?
Really depends if Chet, if he's going to be back this year or not.
We were just talking about that.
You know, that's going to be key. At least he's
Yeah,
getting
but
up
trade
often.
deadline is 6 weeks. It's in 6 days.
I know, but I don't know if he's going to be back.
But they know.
Yeah, but
Here's the thing, Randy.
I don't know. I mean, if he's not going to be back, they don't think. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they ought to trade for somebody. If he's
Well-
going to be back,
So he's going a little further than we went because we said no matter what you should draft Cam
matter
Johnson
what.
because not only does it set you up for this year to do better, but it also sets you up for next year.
Because he got 2 more years on his
Yeah,
contract.
2 more years on his
look
contract.
at the draft deal. Okay, you give up Wiggins.
You give up the
Dang,
8th
They
pick.
were saying Wiggins, Dang, some
And 3 picks.
second-round draft
Two
choices.
first-round picks in 2 seconds.
Well, we got a ton
20
of
seconds?
30.
30 seconds?
So, I mean, give up extra 2 or 3.
They want Topic. Do you give up Topic? I say no to Topic. 'Cause I don't know what he's going to be.
Yeah, he's either going to be a really
He's
good
gonna be
player
really good
or a
so-
bust.
I say you keep Topic no matter what.
Yeah, I agree.
Because we don't know what. Because if he's what you think he is, then
That's the guard.
Yeah, that's the guard. And I
Yeah.
said what he is. Then you got somebody go with J-Dub when SJ's on the floor.
Plus, I was going to say we're weak at that position.
We're
We
minus-
don't
we're
have a
minus-
good ball
we're
handler.
-3 with SJ being on the bench.
Yeah.
Well, and I'd say SGA's losing the ball too much right now, but he's tired too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can go on and on. You know, he shot good the first quarter. How was he shooting?
Well, but remember, second quarter he sat for 7 minutes,
Well, I know that.
and I think it takes you out of he takes him out of rhythm.
Well, you brought in the fourth quarter, he got out of.
Yeah, got out of rhythm. I mean, you can't
So you make a good point, but he did put him back in with 8.5 minutes
in the fourth quarter, but he lost the game in the second quarter.
when they came back.
They outscored us from I was telling him it was 43-31 with 6 minutes and 40 seconds, whatever to go, and they called timeout because they were going on a little run on us. He calls timeout, and then he brings in Casey. He doesn't bring in SGA, and then they hit 2 threes right after that. And a minute and a half later, you bring him back. Well,
It was too late.
it was too late, and then they outscored us 85-66 from that point.
Right then, I sent you both a text message that said Dagnall lost us another one.
Yep, right there.
Well, when we won 15 in a row, we had big third quarters.
Yep.
We haven't really had a big third.
Well, you know why? He's playing Jada up to 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago. And he usually 5 minutes ago, he snatches him out. He's playing him 2 minutes longer. Why? He's trying to promote him to get an All-Star game.
Which I guess they announced tonight.
They announced tonight. Well, like I told Nathan, is he one of the top 24 players? Hell no. But does he deserve to be there? Yes. He doesn't think so.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I think he does because you got to see they played him in a lot of different positions.
Yep.
And he, playing center.
So because you're a Swiss Army knife, you deserve to be an All-Star?
Well, when you're winning,
When you're winning, like I told him, how can you not? We had tied for the best record in the league. How do you not have?
It's a participation vote, man. That's all it is.
He keeps saying that participation trophies. You and I are not a fan of participation trophies.
no.
Okay,
criteria-
That's
The criteria for an All-Star selection is being the top 24 players in the league.
Correct.
Okay? He is not the top 24.
well,
It doesn't matter.
Actually, it's the top 22, and then the coaches get to pick.
Nothing else matters.
The coaches get to pick two.
I'm just saying. Top 22, nothing else matters.
Right. The coaches get to pick two.
So, in that criteria, it's a participation vote.
Randy, help me with your boy here. I'm like,
He's a super sub, man. He's a great player in his role.
But Matt's brought up about getting LeBron. You know, he hasn't done as much.
no, he does not.
LeBron is.
Curry,
LeBron did
you know,
not
they're
deserve to
gonna
be a
keep-
starter.
they're gonna keep
I agree with starter, but he's a way better player than Jalen Williams at this point in his
Well,
career
yeah,
right now.
but
It doesn't matter.
That's not what we're saying.
Top 24 player. He's a top 24 player. Steph Curry's a top. Don't even try to compare Steph Curry to him.
But Williams this year, 24 right now, playing this many games.
No,
24.
Randy.
Okay.
I could list about 30 of them if you want
No,
me to.
you can't.
Carl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, Jalen Green. I'm sorry, not Jalen Green. Actually, Jalen Green might be better. Jalen Brown is what I meant. Jason Tatum, Steph Curry, Paulo Banchero.
Here are the All-Stars right here. Okay.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, Wemby's way better. Ant-Man's way better. Jalen Green. Jalen Green's better. John Morant's better. AD's better. J-Dub's not better. Cade Cunningham's better. Trey's better. Darius Garland. Those guys are all better than him.
Yeah, but
It's not even close.
the reason why I did
Julius Randle is better than
what I'm saying.
Jalen Williams.
Here are the starters, and then here are my picks.
Julius Randle's a better player than Jalen Williams.
No, not for sure. Here are the starters, and then this is what I picked as my reserves.
Dame is way better.
How they do in the All-Star game? I still haven't figured
3
it
and
out.
3. They're divided into 3 teams of 8.
I thought it was 4 teams.
The 4th team is the winner of the Rising Stars. Whoever the winner of that game is, that's the 4th team. Because remember, it's 24 players.
So Kaysen
they're
could
divided into
potentially
8.
be guarding.
Full game or
They're doing like a quarter, 10-minute, 12-minute halves, and then they're doing another 12, and then the winner of those two play it.
I can't say that I like that, but anything.
To me, what you do is you do the international players against the American players. It'll be competitive. No, it would be competitive.
That would be.
It would be competitive.
Foreign players probably be better, to be honest with you.
The first 5 for the foreign players.
The top 5 players are foreign.
I understand it. What I'm saying is then after that, the Americans get them 6 through 10.
I mean, yeah, but when have you known 6 through 10 to win 1 through
A
5?
lot, because that's backups.
What happened to Young the other night on his fight almost?
Dylan Brooks grabbed him by the back of the neck.
Grabbed him by the back of the neck.
I know.
Yeah, and
Young
he got a
gets
technical.
team.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
how did
because you can't retaliate.
He got grabbed by the back of the neck,
I
man.
agree, but you can't.
Well,
But
he really didn't retaliate. The referee got in there before and he was like arguing with
yeah,
him. But
well,
he didn't retaliate.
they're picking. KD picked on. They're picking on him about being a little.
Who, Young?
Hey,
picking
speak,
Like what KD did, trying to like hunch him in the butt. No, he did last year. He did. And then him grabbing his head like that. I mean, they're messing with him,
what?
which I think Trey is BS. Trey can play. What I'm just saying is that look at this.
Jalen Green, you think he's better than Jalen Williams? I think so. I don't even like Jalen Green. You know how much I don't like Jalen Green. I mean, the
They're
Suns.
different. They're different.
AD you would put in there.
AD, yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't put AD in there.
AD's the best big man in the league, man. Minus Jokic.
He's the second best. Well, okay, who would you gonna put then?
Townsend would be ahead of him.
Townsend's over here. He's
I know
starting.
that, but I mean, he was saying best big man in the league, and he's
Well,
not.
Jokic is the best big man
He's
in the league.
been hurt too much.
Well, but he's still. I mean, regardless if he's hurt, he's still better.
He's dominant. But I think that they're going to pick Mobley because you've got Brunson, you've got Mitchell, you've got Darius Garland, and I think that since he's the coach, I think he's going to pick Mobley.
Mobley's a good player, though. Mobley's a great
I
player.
think he's going to pick him.
He's better than Jalen Williams.
But there's no way the East is going to have 5 guards or 4 guards here.
The Suns have 3 players that are better. Well, maybe not Bradley Beal.
Mobley here.
Yeah, he did. He
So
did
how
take it
can
to
you
him.
say that? You're talking about play against each other. Williams took it to Mobley here.
He did.
But he's still a better player. I mean, you have a bad night every now and then. I'm not saying Jalen Williams is a bad player. I'm just saying he's not top 24. He's not even close.
No, he's not top 24. I agree, but what I'm saying is you get a coach's pick, he's going to be a coach's pick. But on the other side of that,
Participation.
But a lot of people like him, but I'm saying is we're tied for the best record in the league. How do you not have 2 players on there? You can't have, I mean, not top 24, but he's playing really well and we're the best team. How do you not have 2 players?
I tell you what's hurting Cunningham right now is that other guard getting hurt.
Yeah, he did. It hurt him.
That's hurt Cunningham.
Johnson?
Couple
Yeah,
games.
Johnson? God, what
was he? Last 2 games.
Talking about Jaden Ivey?
Jaden Ivey.
Jaden Ivey?
Jay Knight.
They've been double teaming Cunningham, and he really has nobody.
Cunningham's a
to pass
great
to.
player, man.
But
He's
I'm
a
just saying
great
I have him in as an all-star.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a great player.
Yeah, he's turned out to be really, really good.
Yeah.
but he's getting hurt now because he doesn't have a, fellow
He don't have everybody. Yeah, nobody can help him.
and the ones that are out there now aren't helping him.
Well, if SGA was out, Jalen Williams would be a horrible player.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm sitting there looking at this. I picked the West, the East starters, man for man. The West, I had SGA, I had Ant-Man, I had Wemby, I had Jokic, and I had KD. That was my starting five.
I mean,
I'm taking Ant-Man over Steph.
well, yeah, but Steph's still
The
going to
starters.
starters, yes.
And LeBron was a reserve for me. He wasn't a starter, and Steph wasn't a starter. But for the NBA, they have to do that for looks.
Yeah, but everybody on there, I'm good with.
No, I am too, but I just don't think he should start.
No, I agree. I agree.
Do you
I
have
mean,
a problem with
Ant-Man is not he's not as good as he was last
Randy?
year.
Okay.
He's still a
now,
good player.
Question
Well,
is,
but
do-
Ant-Man,
He's taking too many
he
threes,
was good as the playoffs. During the season, he didn't do as much.
but he's still a great player.
Oh, he is.
yeah, he is.
In the playoffs, he showed it.
But the question is, I have a question: Ja or Jaren Jackson Jr. from Memphis?
I mean, who's a better player or who deserves to be an
I
all-star?
pick Ja over Jalen Green because they're the third team. Like if you take Ja off, you take Jalen Green off. They're the second and third best. They have the second and third best record.
Yeah, no, it's
You know
just
what I
like taking SGA off our team.
Yeah.
I mean,
who do you pick?
you got to pick Ja because he's better. I mean,
Is he better or is he more exciting?
he's more impactful. How about that?
Well, is he?
Well,
Defensively,
without him,
Jaren Jackson is.
that team's not doing anything.
They were winning without him.
They were, but they aren't going to win anything without him.
Not as much. But anyway, those are my picks that I have reserves. I'm going to see, like tonight, we'll find out how many I'm right. But I do believe that Wemby, Ant, and AD will be the reserves. And then the East, Jalen Brown, and that's the only one I can really definitively
So,
say.
you know, we were talking about this earlier. AD, do you think Wemby's better than AD?
Yes.
I think so too. I was saying second, but I don't know, man. Wemby's. Remember those numbers I gave you through 100 games?
I know, but everybody's trying to get to San Antonio now. I mean, look, De'Aaron Fox, remember, after this year, he's a free agent.
Okay. There's a note. De'Aaron Fox.
Wemby almost got in a fight last night. Got mad.
Well, that's because they're trying to pick on him.
Randy, did you know? I read you those 100 game stats for Wemby.
Yes.
Do you remember that? Did you ever hear this? Through 100 games, Wemby had more points than Michael Jordan, more blocks than Dikembe, more 3-pointers than Steph Curry. There was one other one.
That's that kind of surprised me that more than I heard. I saw some of it, more 3-pointers. I would not have guessed that.
No, we're not. But he got better on his threes this year. He's
No, he had more points than LeBron. I think it was LeBron.
More points.
He
Yeah.
was good at threes before he came
Yeah,
NBA.
but he's better now.
He's a lot better than he was last year for sure.
Yeah, I like him, and but if they get De'Aaron Fox, they're gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
They're gonna be pretty good. But I'm excited about it. So, but last night was
If
tough.
they get Lindy Waters, it really
Man, they'd be great. They'd be great. I'd put them over the top right there.
know that.
They'd be fighting top 4.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all give y'all Lindy Waters love fest. By the way, the OSU reunion, you're gonna love this. They only have it's pink out Saturday, right? They ordered extra large. The marketing department for OSU only ordered extra large T-shirts. I'm like, do you know how many people wear extra large T-shirts? Did they even look? Y'all have the list of who all is coming Friday night, and everybody else for Friday night. You have the list of what size everybody has. But the marketing department only ordered extra large.
Last time I saw,
I'm like, so you're having a pink out, and you want us to interview, you want to introduce us at halftime of the game, and we're not going to have on pink? And off camera, I'll tell you what they really said. I'm not going to say on camera. Off camera, I'll tell you what was said. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
If Conley's going to be there, I'll be.
No, Conley's not going to be there.
I mean, see what Conley
No.
would do with that. That was stays off the.
Yeah, no, we're not.
We really
Yeah, we're not.
think that.
No, we're not going to say that. We're not going to say that. All right, closing up, Nathan. What do you got to say?
We'll see you guys later.
we're giving you a closing statement.
go ahead,
You have a
Randy.
closing
Go
statement?
ahead. Go ahead. I'm thinking.
I
You want
just-
to tell us about
yeah,
the? Okay, what
I
about
just-
the Thunder? Give us your pick. What do you think about us? Are we going to finish in the West? Number 1 or number 2?
One.
It's a
So we're
bold-
going to make it to the conference finals?
I got to see the brackets.
Yeah, it's all about matchups to me.
We'll make the semis, but to make the finals, so you see the brackets.
Okay,
and
here the standings in the West. This is where the standings are currently.
See, to me, our first round matchup is going to be harder than our second round matchup, depending on who's top 4.
You think? It depends on
Those 7, 8, 9 teams, they scare me. Those 2, 3, 4 teams, they don't scare me because we always play well against those teams.
Minnesota's not playing good.
They've won 4 in a row.
8, 9. I think we beat the Suns, but the Mavs, whew, they scare me.
And Luka will be back.
Yeah, they scare me.
But what you'd have is the Rockets against the T-Wolves. Excuse me. The Rockets against the T-Wolves, the Grizzlies against the Clippers, and the Lakers and Nuggets. So Nuggets are going to win that in an easy series.
I just don't want the Mavericks in the first round. That's the Mavericks and Golden State. I don't want them in the first round.
Do you mind us playing the Nuggets?
I think we beat the Nuggets.
It just comes. I like what you said the other night. Having our center back, you can see a big difference.
Big difference. Yeah, big difference. When we have iHeart back, it's a huge difference. But the problem is, after that, you don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is Chet going to be back or not? We don't know.
We don't know.
Thunder knows.
Yeah, they know.
I mean,
But that's what I'm saying. At the trade deadline, you're right.
And
We're going to see.
I think he'll be back. He's looking better. If you'd asked me 2-3 weeks ago, I had doubts that he'd be back.
But I like him. When I see him moving on the side, you can tell he's moving really good. But I told him I was at Flips and ran into a couple orthopedics, and they said, no, the chances are very slim he's coming back from that injury. Now, of course,
At all or this season?
this season. Now, when I said this season, there's only
36 games.
4, 8, 10 weeks left before the playoffs.
Because you got
February, March, and 2 weeks in April.
February, March.
April,
First of April, middle of April. So we got
March.
10, 11. 10, 11, the most.
so we have 10 weeks before. So if he's not ready in 10 weeks, that's a long time. Now, I don't know anything about that. Whatever Jones injury, whatever it is,
No, you talking about the iliac wing.
whatever that is, I don't know. I don't know.
What did one of the announcers say last night? First of all, what's a wing?
Well, I know it's this wing, but
Yeah.
my thing is this: next time, Chet, put your hand down. You know, support because you and I were at the game when he went and went
Bang.
I'm like, do you not put your arm down when you're falling?
Yep.
I don't know. So
He was off balance, but
Yeah, he
no,
was.
it would be that's what will the Thunder trade and with all the draft picks.
you have
could
draft
be.
picks, but we're loaded though, Randy.
Oh,
I mean,
know
I told
that,
somebody I
but
was like,
that's what
dude,
I'm
our
saying.
team is loaded.
What good is it?
What's
It's
good
kinda-
draft picks?
You know, and I don't like what Phoenix did with the one team giving up 3 firsts.
3 first round picks for one.
One
So,
play, yes.
For another first round.
Yeah, that's
pick.
crazy.
I'm like,
I mean, those things are heavily protected, though.
Yeah, but still, that's a lot. And Jimmy Butler, what is your feeling on him?
Oh, my God.
I mean,
they suspended
I know, but
until
they-
after the trade deadline, so that means they're trying to trade him.
They're trying to trade him. But my thing is this: you forced your way out of Memphis. I mean, out of Minnesota. You forced your way out of Chicago. You forced your way out of Philly, and now you're forcing your way out of Miami because he don't want to give you, a 3-year, $150 million. I'm not you 30-something years old. I'm not giving you that.
No, I don't
I'm
see.
not giving you
I don't
that.
see anybody giving him that.
And
But,
yeah.
you'll have somebody.
And he's going to opt in after this year because he's not going to lose $52 million. I'm like, why are you acting a fool? And plus, that's Pat Riley. Pat Riley's the Godfather. He don't play. He don't play. He's like, well, if you want to get paid some, we'll do whatever, fine. But we ain't paying you that.
You've been gone a couple weeks, come back, think you ought to be starting, and
Yeah.
told you're not starting that night.
And you walk out. Man, I'm sorry. I'm out on him. So Nathan, closing arguments.
I think you said it all, man.
Well, okay, question, Randy, I have a question. So the executive producer here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what he calls himself, executive producer. So I'm like, hey, why is this stuff set up? He goes, well, I've got people to do that. So I guess I'm people because I'm the one.
Did
that
I
sets
ever
it up.
say that? You said
No,
that. I
you
didn't say.
said-
No,
you
I didn't.
said I've
No,
got
I didn't.
people for that.
I said I had people. I didn't say it was you. I could very well be my own people.
Don't look at me. I finally figured out to go on YouTube to send you.
Oh, yeah, well, you did come in.
Messages.
Well, I told you got to go on YouTube because people
Then I
Facebook,
fell
I'm like,
asleep. So I mean,
well, he fell asleep too.
Oh man, I was out,
Well,
dude.
last night we had a couple guys come on and they were like, I want to rant. Okay. And then didn't say anything after that. I'm like, I thought you were
You're talking
on to
about
rant.
messaging, right?
Yeah, they were actually doing the comments in chat.
like I say, I thought Lindy Waters coached good last night.
Okay, that's my closing statement right there by the commander, Randy Wright. See him walking off? Yeah, him. That's the closing
Isn't that the
statement.
guy that dunked on you?
He did not dunk him. He can't dunk.
I'm just
He
asking.
didn't even get a goal.
I've seen a picture of him dunking.
It's a bunch of bull.
I've seen
No,
a
we're not
picture of
talking
him.
about an 8-foot goal.
I didn't say that. I just
Okay,
said I
here
saw a
we go.
picture of him dunking.
It's in the records.
It's in the records.
You did not get a goaltend. You were 12. I was 42. I'm the one that goaltended the shot, and they gave you the
You didn't even know
goaltend.
what team it was.
Oh my God! What team
Where
was it?
that? Sanford.
Yes. No.
See, no,
Sanford's in
see,
Alabama.
I know. We were playing in the Birmingham Inter,
Yes.
and Sanford was there.
Is that when our coach lost his shoe? Oh no, that was
Oh, that was
Kansas.
Kansas at the
When he lost his shoe.
shoe almost hit top of that
Our
ring
coach
there
got
in
so
Kansas.
mad he was coming off the floor at Jayhawk. What's it called? Rupp. No, not Rupp.
Is it Rupp Arena?
No, that's
It's not
That's
Ahern,
Kentucky.
is it? Or-
no, Ahern's. Oh my God, we should know what it is.
Lawrence.
You guys played before Billy
my
Tubbs got to
God,
OU, didn't he?
But
Oh, my
his
God.
shoe went about hit the
Allen Fieldhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, at Kansas?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fog
About
Allen
hit the
Fieldhouse.
top
Yeah.
of the-
About to the top of the day. He was so mad. He goes walking, boom, his shoe goes up. And
Is it true that one of the rims there is bent?
No.
No. You know, people always say that.
No, what they do is on the west end in the second half, when you go shoot free throws, it's painted. And what they would do is they would scrape the one deal. So when you go to the free throw line to shoot at a certain time, the sunlight would come right down, and so you have to move because the sun would be directly in your eye.
That sucks, man.
And
Wow.
then if you get pressed, they direct you, they try to drive you to the sun.
Sun right into dude.
So
They were sneaky.
Yeah.
But of course, that's their field house, so they do what they want to do.
Yeah.
But we busted right, Randy?
yep,
Yeah, that's all I know.
Did he dunk in that game?
He did.
came close.
I mean, there's records apparently, so
Me and Kareem,
Oh my God, Kareem Hunt. By the way, Super Bowl, Randy, what do you think?
I gotta go for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I want the three-peat.
never bet against Patrick Mahomes.
But I don't know. The Eagles with the running back, Barkley.
Saquon is amazing. Hey, by the way, I picked that. I'm just saying, I picked that Super Bowl
When?
on your show. I don't remember when it was, but I picked it on your show.
First season or during the play?
I think it was right before the playoffs started.
Oh, well, that's different. Now, you're doing during the beginning of the season, and that would be impressive. You and I both thought what? Doing this in the beginning of the year?
Well, I picked the Chiefs at the beginning of the year, for sure. I mean, who was not going to?
Let me see. What was my playoffs? I want to see if I got the playoffs right. Where is it at?
I wouldn't be surprised to see Philly win with Barkley.
Barkley's good, man.
I think he can-
Wow.
I
They
like
got him for a song and a prayer, too.
Dude, I'm sorry, but that move that he made where he jumped
Backwards. Oh.
that is the best move I've ever seen in football. Any football, whatever. I don't care, college, whatever. How do you know when to jump? Oh, you know what? Maybe he was looking up at the scoreboard. Maybe that's how he knew
So he could
because
see it.
he turned and looked up, saw the guy coming, and then
No kidding. Wow.
because I'm like, how are you?
It's
doing
still a
the same
split
move?
second. I mean,
It's like the guy driving, and I jumped up,
Oh,
swatted it out.
you swatted it now.
swatted it.
Swatted it.
From what I heard, it went in the first row or third row.
That's
You know,
why
I
he was
mean,
goaltending.
that's what
You
Kareem
didn't
said.
grab the net.
No.
That's what Kareem
You
said.
jumped up and swatted the ball
I didn't
over
get
the
a goal
over the
to you,
rim.
and then
Over the rim.
And then Killingsworth was arguing with the ref about it. Please don't call it. Then we'll have to hear it for the
Yes.
The rest of eternity.
We're hearing it, yeah.
next 50 years, which he has.
Okay, with that, we're out of here. Thanks for everybody for enjoying this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, we're here at YNB and one of our favorite spots. Thank you, executive producer Nathan
My
Turner.
job to make the show entertaining.
And of course, the commander had to make his monthly appearance, talking some bull.